The Trojans have traveled over the river and through the woods to meet these red-clad Juniata Indians, who have a undefeated record coming into tonight's ball game. The Trojans, on the other hand, at 4-2. They're 2-4. So the Trojans are going to look to have their hands full tonight up here at Juniata with these Indians, but they're going to give it a go, and we believe that should be a good football game, and we'll find out here in just a moment as the ball clubs will meet in the middle of the field here for the toss of the coin and so forth in just one moment. So we'll be looking to see what we can generate against these Indians. The Trojans have had greatest difficulty of scoring some points in the last two ball games, getting blitzed last week by Line Mountain 34-0. And you know, in a ball game like that where they didn't even put a point on the board, makes it pretty tough to win. So tonight these Juniata Indians are a high-powered outfit, and they will be giving the Trojans some fits, I'm sure, and hopefully UDA can get her back together. The Trojans depleted this year with the loss of several ball players due to injuries, the more serious ones perhaps in the accident the past week. But at any rate, they're a hurting ball club, and they're going to try to generate some offense and get some spark back into the ball club tonight here at Juniata. So we'll see what the toss of the coin looks like. Looks like the Trojans have won the toss, and they will receive the opening kick of tonight's football game. Tonight out there we had Minnick along with Kerwin and Troop as the co-captains for UD. So we'll be set with the opening Indian kickoff here in just one moment.
Ted Miller. At guard, number 65, Jeremy Foster, Pennebaker.
Eric Troop will be back to receive the kick for the Trojans tonight. And Pennebaker, who is the fullback on the ball club, will be kicking off for the Indians. So we're set for tonight's football game and the opening kick coming up. Here it is. Nice kick. Going to be taken out here. Well, they're going to let it roll. It bounces loose, and coming after it over there is Minnick covering it out there at the 15 or 16 yard line. We'll see where they spot it. It'll be 1st and 10, UDA. Starting quarterback tonight for the Trojans will be number 10, Robert Pham. He'll get the call tonight to start. Might mention also that with Love 99's FM transmitting antenna up here in the same roof where we're at, there could be some line. I see them on the monitor, on the little screen here, so I guess they're going to show up on the tape too, some lines. I hope it doesn't interfere with the color too much. Here's Pham going back on the opening play, and he is going to be sacked for a loss of about a yard or two. Not too much of a loss on the play, but everyone covered out there, and so it'll bring up a 2nd down and about, oh, it's a big loss actually. Loss is back to the 10-yard line.
Sack made for the
2nd down and about 17 or so. Okay, on a 2nd and about 17, Pham brings him up to the line of scrimmage at about the 10 or 11. Handoff over there into Eric Troop. Got to swing around the left side over there. Bounces free, but then is tackled as he was just strung out along the left side over there. Might have lost another yard or so in the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 18. On a 3rd and long now from about inside the 10-yard line. Pham looking to pass. Fires one over the middle here. It is going to be incomplete. Broken up out there by Harris of the Indians. And the Trojans will punt. It was intended for Drew Peterson, and Harris made a good defensive play on it. Illegal procedure called against the Trojans on the same play, and this will probably be declined, I would think, because it would bring up a 4th down play if they decline the penalty, which I think they will. Illegal procedure against UD declined, and the Trojans will punt from their own end zone. 3rd and 16, and 21 Eric Troop will be back to punt for UD. See if Eric can get a good kickoff here. Gets a high snap, but he'll handle it. Gets a kick out here. It's going to be wobbly, not too deep. Gets a UD roll if it can, and goes out here and is picked up by number 43, who is then knocked out of bounds by either Peterson or
number 43, Matt Kepner.
Let's see, 62 over here might have been in on that stop also. At any rate, ball goes out at about the
Juniata takes over 1st and 10
30 or 26-yard line. Not a good kick that time by Troop. And the Indians with excellent field position on the UD 26-yard line. Harris is the quarterback. And wait a minute, we're going to have an offsides called against the Indians, I think, as they get it going. Looked like the right side couple of linemen might have jumped the gun that time, and I think that'll go against the Indians. Illegal procedure, and that'll cost them 5 and bring up a 1st and 15 now from the 31-yard line. 1st and 15 play. 29's got it. He's tripped up in there, as making the stop that time is number 24, Sean Rao. Pennebaker dives for about 4 out of the 5 yards that they were just penalized. Bring up a 2nd down and 11.
6 on the play.
Or in fact, picked up 6. Make a 2nd down and 9. Sean Rao making the stop for UD. Pennebaker in at fullback, along with DeFabio back here. Motion comes over this way. Well, he's going to reset now. And Harris will give it here to DeFabio, and DeFabio over the 20-yard line to about the
number 26, Ernie
or make
DeFabio
it to 22, something like that. These lines up here are ridiculous. You can't see the marking. There are no markings on the field, and the sideline markings are behind people.
3rd down and 5.
Complain about it every year, but they don't listen to me. Anyway, it's tough. 5, 10, 15, 20, about the 21-yard line, something like that. Be 3rd down and about 5 for the Indians. Come on, Trojans, get a good stop here. Harris will hand it off, coming over this side and getting stopped in there after a gain of a couple of yards. Looks like enough for the 1st down. DeFabio with the ball, and it's going to be close enough for the 1st down. It is at the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Indians.
For an Indian 1st down.
Don Smith, number 33, their big fullback, checks into the ball game now at the 15-yard line on a 1st and 10. He's in the backfield along with Chad Pennebaker. And he is quarterback Harris has it. Fires one into the end zone on the far side. It is incomplete. Intended for number 11 out there. Drew Peterson along with
Harris's pass intended for number 11. Dan Richardson falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 Indians.
Eric Troop defending on the play. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from about the 15 now. Adam Harris, the quarterback. He'll hand it off this time to that number 26, and he bumps down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line, where he's brought down in there by Adam Arts along with Dan Kerwin.
Ernie DeFabio
making a stop. That's at DeFabio. Picked up about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Or 3rd down and 4, make it. 3rd and 4 for the Indians. Some new faces checking into the lineup here for the Indians. DeFabio along with Pennebaker in the backfield. And this is going to be Pennebaker with it, and he runs off the right side over there, and he went for a touchdown. Touchdown as DeFabio, rather.
Number 23, Randy Long.
No, Randy Long. Okay, they got everything screwed up here. Randy Long carried it in for a touchdown, and 6-0 Indians. Chad Pennebaker will attempt the extra point. This kid can kick. He was kicking them at 30 and 40-yard field goals in the warm-ups. Here's a long, high kick into the darkness out there, and it's good.
Extra point.
And it is 7-0. The Juniata Indians break out on top here, and UD will get the ball back. We played 7 minutes, and we have 7 minutes and 39 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1, and the Indians up 7-0. Well, Pennebaker again will tee it up here to kick off to our Trojans. Eric Troop, the man back deep, along with another young fellow back here, which I didn't catch, but see, the ball's going to be taken out here by Troop. And Troop cuts it up the middle. Look out if he can break it loose out there. Drags it all the way ahead here to the 35-yard line, something like that. Nice run back that time by Eric Troop. But a 25-yard run back anyway. And it's 1st and 10 UD now with a whole lot better field position than they started out in. And see if UD can get any kind of offense generated here. Bob Pham, the quarterback. He has Adam Arts in the backfield with him. And this time it's going to be number 40,
Ronald
Minnick. And Ronnie gets 1 yard out of that. Be 2nd down and about 9. Gain of 1.
Gain of about 1.
Okay, 2nd and 9 looking at UD. I think the Trojans tonight, if they're going to try anything, they're going to have to pass, and we'll see if Fayem can do anything. Troop fakes in motion over to the far side, now comes back this side. He's looking for a pass. Fayem fires one out here. It's going to be tipped around and intercepted there by that Harris. Harris is knocked out of bounds down here at about the 25-yard line as Adam Martz comes over and knocks him out of there. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Juniata Indians. 1st and 10. Okay, Harris 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line of Upper Dauphin. He's going to drop back to pass. Looking over to the right side, fires one out there, but it's going to be incomplete as he overthrew number 29, Chad Pennebaker. Pennebaker had no chance of catching that one, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up now for the Indians. 2nd and 10 for Juniata. Oh, and we're going to have a little bit of a motion penalty here. Number 65 jumped the gun, illegal procedure. It'll cost him 5. It'll be 2nd down and 15. Okay, 2nd and 15. Backs the Juniata Indians up to the 31-yard line now. Now they split out on all 4 sides here. 4 guys split out on all sides. Motion goes 43. Quarterback goes back to pass. He's looking down the middle straight. Fires one into the end zone. It is going to be caught for a touch. No, incomplete. Oh, boy. Intended receiver out there, number 40, Luke Parson. And Luke had himself 6 if he could have caught that one, but it just went out of his fingertips and incomplete. The Trojans breathe a sigh of relief, and it brings up a 3rd down and 15. Quarterback's going to drip back again. Sets up a little screen over on the right side. He's got it out there to that number 26, DeFabio, and DeFabio is pulled down on a good tackle that time by number 22, Drew Peterson. DeFabio tackled by Drew Peterson after a gain of about 6 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 4. Or 11 on the play. That's right, they were penalized. Anyway, it'll be 4th and 4 now for Juniata. Okay, Harris will set him up here now. Then 43, he sets over here on the left side. And the 43's got the football, and he's got the 1st down and plenty more as he gets into the Trojan secondary. Drives it inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Juniata as Kepner drives it down to about the 7-yard line, something like that.
Far enough for an Indian 1st down.
1st and goal from the Trojan 7. Okay, 1st and goal for the Indians. Handoff is over here to that DeFabio, and DeFabio dives down to about the 2, maybe, something like that. DeFabio was short, but not by much. Let's see, they'll spot it at about the 3-yard line, I guess. Looks like a 2nd and goal from about the 3. Okay, on a 2nd and goal from about the 3. Harris will hand this one off to that Big Smith, and he's going to try to drive his way in, and he did. Touchdown as Don Smith, the 230-pound fullback, drives that one in there from about 3 yards out, and it's now a 13-0 ball game with the extra point try coming up. We have 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the 1st quarter. The Indians up 13-zip, looking for an extra point. Chad Pennebaker going to try to kick this one in for the extra point. He was successful the last try. He gets a good snap. The kick is down, or the hole's down. The kick is up, and it's good.
29,
Chad Pennebaker makes it good, 2 for 2, and he'll be kicking off here to the Trojans in just a second. It's now 14-zip, Juniata. Okay, another kickoff coming up here by this Chad Pennebaker. And he gives this one a whack, and it's going to be low, bounces around, tips off a couple of Trojans, picked up out there by Kerwin, and Kerwin starts it upfield, and he's tackled at about the 17 or 18-yard line.
Number 34, James.
And it is now 1st and 10 for UD at the 30, or wait a minute, 18-yard line. 1st and 10, UD. Okay, 1st and 10. Fam sets him up from about the 18-yard line. Handoff over there to Eric Troop. Troop busted out over the left side, and a good run that time by Eric Troop. Best one of the evening for UD, and the best one for the Trooper, that's for sure. And he gets it out to
Gain of about 8 on the play.
27-yard line. It'll be second down and 2 for UD. Kerwin out there at a tackle spot for the UDA. Toby Wetzel, the center for the Trojans. Handoff and going up the middle this time is Adam Arts, and Adam drives it on out here to the 40-yard line, I guess. I don't know. How can you tell? Out to the 35-yard line. Okay. To the 35. It's a first down for Upper Dauphin. The first down for the Trojans. 1st and 10. The UDA.
Takes the ball out to the
1st and 10, Upper Dauphin. Handoff this time to the second man through it. He's cut down immediately as number 59 comes in there and puts the stop on number 40, Ronald Minnick. Ronnie that time never did get it going. Lost the yard and play back to the 34-yard line. 2nd and 11 for UDA. We've got 2 minutes and 38 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Trojans trailing 14-zip. And they will send Peterson out on the near side along with Minnick. In motion over this way comes the running back, but going up the middle with it, and a good try is Adam Arts, and he got tripped up out here right at about the 37-yard line. We have a penalty on the play, holding against the Trojans. And the way Kerwin's reacting out there, might have been against Dan, I don't know, but at any rate, holding is the call, and that one will come back a little bit.
Brings up a 2nd down and 20.
Okay, a 2nd and 20 now. The Trojans have it on the 25-yard line, I believe. And let's see. This time it's going to be a draw, and trying to go up the middle with it is number 21, Eric Troop, but Panabaker makes a stop on him and drags him down after a gain of maybe 2 yards out to the 27 or 8-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 18. 3rd and about 17. Trojans struggling here on the offense, trying to get something going against this tough Juniata ball club. And this time Pham's going to drop back. He spins away from one would-be tackler. Now he's going to tuck it away over on the far side as he sees some daylight out there. Hanging on to it. Come on, Bobby. And he's got it out across the 40-yard line.
Number 10, Robert
to
Pham,
about the 43 or 4, I think it is. Where are we?
About 15 on the play.
40, yeah, about the 44-yard line.
4th down and 2 for the Trojans.
Short of the first down, but Bob must have run that back about 15 yards or 16 yards anyway. That'll bring up a 4th down and 2 for UD. Again, Eric Troop back to punt the ball away for the Trojans. Oh, wait a minute. Got motion called on UD. He'll punt it from 5 yards deeper.
Punt for the Trojans, number 21, Eric.
Okay, we got a 4th down and 7 now, looking at the Trojans following the 5-yard penalty. And the Troopster will be kicking it out of there to Matt Kepner, if he can get this one off. He did. High punt, not real deep. And Kepner has it out here, and right in front of him, in his face, as it were, is number 10, Robert Liu. So, or Robert Pham, rather. He put the stop on him along with 66, Steve Sims. And we've got about 17 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. The ball is at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
Okay. Time running out here in the first quarter. In fact, the Indians, I think, are going to let it run out, and we'll have a first period's final score of 14-0 as the second period begins in just a moment. Okay, that did it. First quarter ends. UD on the short end of a 14-0 score.
Juniata 14, Upper Dauphin 0.
Okay, 1st and 10, Juniata. Now the ball on the 38-yard line. They're moving left to right here in the ballpark. Harris back to it. He's going to look for a receiver someplace. He's going to get swarmed under, I think. Yeah, finally somebody makes a stop. The ball might have come loose, but they're going to rule it was down out there. And it will be 2nd down. So some good coverage that time by the Trojans, apparently.
Number 10,
as Rao out there putting some pressure on him, along with
brings up 2nd down and 10 for
Minnick and others. 2nd and 10. Indians. Brad Snyder also in helping to make the stop on that last Indian attempt. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. And this time it's going to be that DeFabio, I think it is.
Handoff is the number 29.
And he's, or no, it's Pennebaker rather. I thought it was a 6, it's a 9. All right.
Gain of about
Pennebaker picks up 6. It'll be 3rd down and 4. And the ball will be spotted at the
3rd down and 4 for the
44-yard line, just shy of the 45-yard line now for the Indians. 3rd and 4. UD really going to have to dig in there now. Try to stop these guys once and get the ball back. Showed a little spark last time on the offense, but need to get some points on the board. Haven't scored now in 5 consecutive periods for sure. Here's Harris. He hands it off, and coming over this way is that number 23. Right down the middle he goes, and he's tripped up on an excellent tackle. A touchdown-saving tackle by Robert Liu. Fine stop out there, but another fine run by the Indians. All the way down to the 27-yard line, 1st and 10, Indians. Good stop that time by that Robert Liu, though. If there was a bright spot on that play, it was Robert Liu's touchdown-saving tackle. He had broken clear of everybody. Robert had the final shot at him and made it. All right. Here's Harris keeping it this time. He goes up the middle. He wants to get some of that up the middle yardage.
Number 10,
Gets a couple of yards as he dives inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. And he might have been squished a little in that play. He gets up a little slowly, getting himself together.
Gain of about 4 on the play.
And be 2nd down and 6.
2nd down and 6 for the Indians.
Okay, look at that 2nd and 6 now as the Indians. Harris over the center. Hands it over here to Don Smith, and Smith dives over the 20-yard line to about the 19-yard line, where it will be short of the 1st down by a little, but 2. Be 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2 for the Indians. Ball at about the 19-yard line. This time it's going to be a good stop made in there by Ronnie Minnick, and he cut him down before he got the 2. DeFabio tackled before he could get the 1st down yardage, as Ron Minnick making a fine stop in there for UDA. No gain on the play, 4th down and 2. Good stop that time by that Ron Minnick, number 40, out there in the dirty white uniform. Kids get a little dirty, a little muddy up here tonight. Field just a little bit dirt covered out in the middle. Sort of the grass is worn off there, so they're playing out there in the loose stuff. Anyway, on a 4th down and 2, let's see who gets this call. Harris pitches it over there to DeFabio. DeFabio's got the 1st down. Minnick falls on him out there. He might have been tripped up in there, however, by number 28, I believe, making the 1st stop that time for UD. And 28, of course, is that Anthony Zielinski. 1st down, however, for the Indians. 1st and 10 now. Ball about on the UD 15. He'll hand it off over here to Pennebaker, and Pennebaker drives ahead to the 8 or 9-yard line. We'll see where they finally spot it. Looks like it'll be spotted at about the 8. Gain of 6 on that play. They're getting them in gulps of about 5-6 yards at a time, mostly 6, I believe. 2nd and 4 now, the ball at about the 8-yard line of UDA. Second down and 4 from about the 8. Handoff is to that number 23, and he bounces over the left side there. Minnick give him a shot. So did Matt Lentz. And Adam Arts in there, all giving the fella the stop.
Gain of about a yard on the
and he picked up what will be 3rd down and 3. Ball now at about the 7-yard line of the Trojans. 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. 3rd down and about 3 for the Indians. Harris still has it. He's looking, dumps it into the end zone. It is tipped into the air and out of bounds and incomplete. off the fingertips of his receiver, number 83 out there. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 3. That's Mike Gazier, and Mike couldn't catch that one. Well, we're looking at a 4th down and about 4 for the Indians. Harris looking, getting a big rush, and he's going to get swarmed under here before he can ever get the ball away. As coming in there to get him is that
number 10, Adam Harris,
Rao.
sacked by number 24.
Sean Rao with a good rush that time, and he gets the sack. I called him Roshan. It's Sean Rao. And I was here calling him Roshan. Oh, well, maybe he changed his name. One of these guys, Roshan Mohammed Fazouk. Anyway, Roshan in there making the stop that time, says the announcer. I thought it was Shane Rao myself, Sean Rao. But anyway, here we go on a 1st and 10 for UD. They have held that time. Pham hands it off and tripped up in there immediately by that Pennebaker is Eric Troop. Eric Troop never got more than 2 steps that time, and DeFabio coming in there to make the stop. No, it wasn't DeFabio.
Loss of 2 on the
I think it was Pennebaker.
2nd down and 12.
Okay, looks like a 2nd and 12 now for UD. Pham hands it off. Going up the middle with his Adam Arts. Adam trying to drive for a couple of yards, and he got a few out of that, did Adam. Let's see, picked up about 3. It'll be 3rd down and 9. It was Adam Arts. I don't know where the announcer down here is looking, but that sure looked like Adam Arts to me. He called him Eric Troop. So anyway, we won't listen to him. 3rd down and 9. Chad Wegner in there at the tight end spot for UD over on the far side. Pham looking to dump one over this way. He's getting a big rush, and now he scoots away, looks around the right side, see if there's anything doing out there. He's going to have to keep the football, and out of bounds that he may have made. Oh no, that was the wrong stick, wrong yard marker. Bob's checked out or chased out over there after maybe a loss of a yard or maybe no gain on the play. It's 4th and 9 now for UD, and they will punt the ball away with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left here in the 1st half. It has been all Juniata so far. 14-0 the Indians. And once again,
punting for the Trojans is number 21,
Eric Troop will be back to punt.
Indians, number 43, Matt Kepner.
Here's a good snap. And Eric gets this one off and pretty nice. Kepner's got it out here at the 48-yard line, at the 50, the 45, and spins down at about the 38-yard line. As coming up there to make the stop. Number 70 and number 62 for UDA. And I think 62, I'm not even sure if we have a 62 here in our list. Let me look here once. No, we don't. But 70 was that Derek Schaefer, I believe. Although, I'm not sure about that either. Might be Derek, though. Is built like Derek. 62, I'm not sure who that was. They don't tell me, and I have no way of knowing. I have a sheet here, but no 62 on it. Okay, anyway, 1st and 10. Motion coming over this way. And hold everything. We had motion in the line that time. That'll cost Juniata 5 and bring up a 1st and 15. 1st and 15 now for Juniata. The ball at the UD 44-yard line. 3:45 remaining in the 1st half. Harris hands it off, and coming over this way is that DeFabio, and DeFabio's at the 40, gives a stiff arm out here and gets it all the way down here to the 30-some yard line as Drew Peterson rolls him out of bounds there along with, let's see, could have a foul on the play, a personal foul or something called. Something happened down here. There was a flag thrown. There'll be face mask called against UD. And that'll tag 15 more onto the Trojans and just add to their woes over here. As the flag was thrown at the 20 or 30-yard line, somewhere around there. You just simply can't tell at this field without taking the time to count the stripes. At any rate, these stripes are going to take it all the way down to about the 15-yard line. Personal foul face mask on UD. Got to mark it at the 14-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians on the Trojan 14-yard line with 3:29 remaining in the 1st half.
Moves the ball to the Trojan 14-yard line and brings up a 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Set back in there now is Pennebaker for the Indians as Harris Hands it to Panabaker. He goes over the middle and gets a couple of yards down near the 10 or 11 yard line, and now things are going to flare out here tonight, folks. I guarantee you that. That is guaranteed for sure. You can feel it, you can sense it, sense the momentum or the whatever, the situation developing out here. 3:09 left here in the first half. Well, I think you're going to see some pushing and a shoving out here now as these teams go at it. 3 minutes remaining, a little less than 3 minutes now remaining in the half. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Gain of a long 2 on that play, that's all. Harris hands it to Panabaker again. He's at the 5 yard line where he's tripped up in there. And Minnick gives a guy a shot. And a flag is thrown, and that's the way this game's going to go, gang. You can tell it's coming here, and you can see it. All right, the flag will go against UD. It'll be personal foul. Take the ball halfway to the goal line and be first and goal for the Indians. Let's get this game over with, I think. It's 2:35 left here in the half. And I don't want anybody getting hurt, that's all. Trojans will send a couple of new ball players in here now as we set up another goal line stand. And let's see where they're going to mark this one. Down about the 3 or something like that. 1st and goal. Okay, Harris on a 1st and goal. Pitch over here now to Panabaker. He tries to drive it in to the end zone, and let's see, the ball did come loose. What are they going to signal? One guy in the back is going to signal a touchdown, and they're not sure. I don't think he got in. No, he didn't. Ball will be about on the goal line or about a foot or so out.
Gain of about 2 on the play.
And they'll bring up a 2nd and goal from less than a yard out. See the clock up there. 2 minutes left here in the first half. And Harris is going to sneak it in for the touchdown, which makes it a 20-0 ball game here with 1:46 remaining in the first half, and they'll look for their extra point try here in just a moment.
Yep.
Panabaker will attempt the point after he gets a good snap. Kick is down, kick is up, and it is good. He kicks it all the way into the next county. Anyway, 21-0 now with 1:46 left here in the first half. Trojan are going to find it tough going, I'm afraid, here now as it starts to wear them down out here. But we'll see what happens. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a second. Here's a mysterious number 62. Maybe at halftime I can figure out who the heck this young fellow is. Okay, Panabaker kicks it off, or tees it up to kick it off.
Chad Panabaker.
And we'll see what kind of a run back we might get here. We got a 1:46 remaining here in the half to work with. Here's a high kick, going to be taken out here by Eric Troop. And the Troopster bumps into a couple of people, then dives into a hole out there and takes it all the way out to the 30-something yard line.
Number 21, Eric Troop on the return for the Trojans.
And it'll be 1st and 10 UD
on the
35-yard line. 1st and 10 Upper Dauphin. Minute and a half remaining in the first half. Less than that now. 1st and 10. Pham looking, dumping one up in the middle and incomplete. No one around that pass as Bobby Pham really put a big rush put on Bobby that time. He didn't have a chance to get that one off, and Robert might have felt that tackle out there as he was smothered on that play, and bring up a 2nd down and 10. Pham this time gives it to Eric Troop, and he is grabbed after he got to the line of scrimmage. Not much on that one.
Number 21, Eric Troop.
It'll be 3rd down and 10. Okay, the UD timeout is over. We're looking at a second down or a third down and 10. And we're going to send some people out for a pass this time, I believe. Troop going to take it over that side, and Eric's going to lose about 2 more. It'll be fourth down and about 11 or so. Timeout called immediately by UD, I think. Let me see. No, timeout called by Juniata. Indians call time with 35 seconds remaining, and they lead 21-0. They want to see if they can get the ball back and get some more. All right, timeout. We'll be right back. Okay, anyway, Ronnie Minnick, or rather, no, it's not Ron Minnick. It's going to be Eric Troop back to kick, I believe. See what kind of a snap he gets off here. Ooh, a high snap, but a pretty decent kick that time. Taken out here at the 34-6-yard line, and he's going to be run down at about the 40. As coming out there to cover him is
Juniata takes over 1st and 10 on their own 41-yard line.
Pham. Okay, out at the 41-yard line, 41-yard line. Okay, 1st and 10, Juniata. 26 seconds left here in the first half. The clock will be set in motion here, I think, or won't it? No. Yes, it will. So time for one play. And if Juniata has a pass attack, this might be it. Richardson is flanked out on the near side of the field and hold everything. A flag is thrown.
5 yards.
Okay, well, anyway, it stopped the clock with 7 seconds now, and it's moving again. So one play coming up here now. And it's going to be DeFabio with it, and he is tripped up immediately, and that did it for the first half. Came to an end with the score, Juniata 21 and Upper Dauphin nothing. And we'll be back with the second half in just a moment. Well, we're back for the second half of action here tonight now, and we hope we can see some offensive action out of these Trojan boys, as it was lacking here in the first period, or the first half, but be playing for a little pride now in the second half, so I hope they can just contain their over-exuberance here and get down to playing some serious football with the time they have remaining, second half in its entirety. So we'll see what develops. They will have the honor of kicking off to the Juniata Indians to begin the second half of play. And we'll see what transpires. See if we can get a point on the board tonight. Ronnie Minnick will be the kicker for UD, and he has her teed up here at the 40-yard line, or at least we'll be teeing it up in just a second here. And we'll see now what happens, as the Trojans showed a little spark at times during that first half on the offense, but it's going to take a lot more, and we'll see if we can get it going here now. Hill is out there as one of the men on the kickoff team, along with Heath Altland, I see. Here comes the kick. Ground ball. Going to be bounced along and picked up at about the 35-yard line. And this big fella here is knocked down out there as Minnick comes up and makes the initial hit. And then he's smothered out there by a couple of other Trojans. Number 28, or 20, yeah. 8, I think, is that Zielinski, and another fellow that I missed. But anyway, ball's at the 40, 1st and 10, Juniata, or rather at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10, Juniata. Indians have that Adam Harris at quarterback. Motion coming over this way with the handoff and going up the middle with it and ripping ahead for about 5 goes that number 29, Panabaker. And he picks up about 5, be second down and 5. Okay, second down and 5 now. Ball at the 45-yard line. 43 will reset himself over this area. That's at Kepner for Juniata. Quarterback still has it. He's getting pursued, but dumps it off over here nicely to Kepner rather. Kepner pushed out of bounds down here after a pretty good gain.
43, Matt Kepner.
Couldn't really tell you who knocked him out of there. It was either a Minnick or Troop, I believe. Also in there is that Sherman. At any rate, the ball is at the 40 or 37-yard line
Reception moves
of
the ball to
the Trojans, where it'll be 1st and 10. First and 10 from the 36, they say, so I'll say that that's okay. Here's a ball pitched back here and picked up and down out here as number 23.
Pitch to number 23, Randy Long.
And that didn't go for much as he couldn't hold
Stopped
the
in the backfield,
pitch.
loss of 5 on the play.
Big loss on the play of 5. Second and 15 coming up. Second down, 15 for Juniata. Quarterback looking, dumps one off over there on the far side to that Panabaker, and he is tripped up on a fine tackle by Ronnie Minnick.
Pass complete to number
Making a
29,
stop
Shane
over there as
Panabaker.
Panabaker tried to turn it upfield, and Minnick come in there and hit him
Tripped up
for a
in the
loss
backfield
of a
by
yard
number
or
40,
so.
Ronald Minnick.
Nice defensive play by Ron Minnick. Lost about 2 on the play, or 1. It'll be third down and about 17, something like that. So a nice play by Ronnie Minnick there on that defensive position for UD. Third and 17. On a third and 17 now. Harris looking to pass one. Fires one over this side. It is going to be complete. 43's got it. Not enough for the first down.
Pass complete to number
Very
43,
short
Matt
as
Kepner.
Matt Kepner made the catch, but going to be very short of the first down, and it'll bring up a fourth down and about 7. Ball now will be spotted at the 34-yard line of
Brings
UD.
up 4th down and 6 for the Indians.
4th and 7 for Juniata. This is where the Trojans have failed to hold them here otherwise. Here comes DeFabio, and he's going to get the first down and more as he dives down to the 25-yard line.
Ernie DeFabio.
DeFabio gets the first down for Juniata on a 4th down and 7.
Gain is far enough for an
And
Indian
it's first and
down.
10, and now as the ball will be spotted at the 24-yard line of UD. First and 10, Indians. Quarterback still has it. Oh, he getting rushed that time. The ball is knocked out of there, and UD will get this one. That's a big rush put on that time by that number 24, Sean Rao.
On the play.
A nice play by Rao, coming in there and really putting a big stop on him. So
Recovered
the
by
Trojans get the
first and
turnover,
10, upper Dauphin.
and it's UD with the football now at the 34-yard line. And we'll see if the Trojan offense has come to life here in the second half now as they get the ball for the first time. And Bobby Phams, the quarterback, and there for UD to begin the second half of play. And Robert will hand it off, and trying to go up the middle for a couple of yards is that Eric Troop, I believe. And let's see if that was Troopster. Whoever it is down, and he is injured.
Number 21, Eric Troop on the carry.
Eric Troop shaken up on the play as he dove into the pile, and he didn't get back up. Timeout, official time. Gain of about 3 on the play. Troop jogs off on his own power, so he might have got a pop in the belly or something that time. He'll be back. Eric's a tough little guy. He'll be back. All right, second down now. And about 7. Handoff this time is to Minnick. And Ronnie gets maybe a yard or so, not much more on that.
Number 40, Ronald Minnick on the carry.
And bring up a third down. Well, he actually picked up about 2 more.
Gain of
A
about
third
1 on the play.
and 6.
Third down and 6 for the Trojans.
On a third down and 6. I believe the Trojans are going to pass one here to Drew Peterson this time. Nope, going to dump. Whoa, wait a minute. The ball is batted up in the air. Okay, he was going to go over the
Number
middle.
10, Robert Fan,
He was going to try to hit Matt Lentz, I believe. No, number 31 in there, Chad Wegner. But was batted down out there, and so UD will punt the ball away as it brings up a 4th down and 6. And again, Eric Troop called upon to punt this ball away for UD. Wow, just about a blocked kick. The ball rolls around out here, and it's going to be downed by the Trojans, number 82, at the 37-yard line. First and 10, Juniata. Matthew Sherman downing the ball for UD there on that last punt. Anyway, Harris now setting him up at the 37-yard line of Juniata. And a handoff this time, and coming up the middle there and running right into Ronnie Minnick and gang. And there is that Jimmy Kerwin, along with Adam Arts, and also Ronnie Minnick. So just about everybody in on that stop that time.
Gain of about 1
No
yard
gain on the play, basically. It'll be second and 10. Second down and practically 10 now for the Indians. Good stop that time by UD. Handoff over here to that number 43, Kepner. And he goes to the 30 or 41 yard line. I don't know. His field's ridiculous. Anyway, 41 yard line. Gain of 3, be third and just about 7. Long 6. 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter as the third down play unfolds here. And this time it's going to be Harris. He's getting a big rush. Dumps it off very quickly over there. As coming in there again was that Sean Rao. Sean with a fine rush that time caused Harris to throw that ball too quickly before he was ever set up. Sean was right in his face and threw an incompletion over there intended for Panabaker, but very short. That'll bring up a fourth down, and the Juniata Indians will kick the ball away, I think, maybe for the first time tonight. Might be. Panabaker back to punt.
Back deep for the Trojans, number 21, Eric Troop.
See the breath flying now as it gets cooler here at the old ballpark. Here's a nice high kick, fair catch called for and made by Eric Troop back here at about the 6 yard line, something like that. First and 10, UDA. First and 10, Upper Dauphin on their own 27. Pham hands this one off, and diving up for maybe a yard is Adam Arts. No more than that for Adam. Second down and 10. Second down and 9. We did get a yard out of that one. Pham packed the pass, fires one over there. It is going to be incomplete as defending over there was number 40. As Eric Troop was supposed to be the receiver, and that one's yanked out of Eric's hands by a couple of Indians over there. That Luke Parson for one of them making that defensive play, and it'll be third down and 9 now for UDA. Trojans just unable to unleash any kind of an offense. The defense now playing rather tough here in the second half. Here's Pham back to pass. He's looking, fires one down here. We got a couple of receivers out here. It's going to be caught this time, I believe, as Ronnie Minnick makes a good catch out here. Best play of the night for the Trojans as Pham on a third down and long hits Ronnie Minnick out here at about the 47 yard line. It'll be first and 10 for UDA. Good play that time by these Trojans. Okay, first and 10, UD. Pham hands it off and hit immediately as Adam Arts. Loss of a yard or so in a play. Second down and maybe 10 or 11. Loss of 2 in the last play. Second down and 12. And back to pass goes Robert Pham. Now he's got some protection. Fires one down there. Looks like it might be picked off, and it is. And downed immediately by the number 43, Matt Kepner. He'll put the ball in play for the Indians now as he caught the pass at about the 32 yard line. First and 10, Juniata. It is getting very, very hazy here. You can look up at the light and just see it here now. So another unlovely night up here at Juniata. 3:03 remaining. The clock is moving here in the third quarter. Under 3 minutes now. And we'll see if UD can pick one of these off or stop them back here now and keep the defense going. Defense has played pretty well here in the second half. Here's a handoff to that 43, and he's going to skip around the right side and get enough yardage for a first down, but there is a flag thrown out here, and we'll find out what the call is in just a moment. Clipping penalty assessed from the point of the foul, which will make it a first down and about 18 or 19 now for the Juniata. Harris still has the football, rolls out here on the left side, dumps one downfield. It is complete to number 40 out here, and that number 40 is that Luke Parson. And Parson picks it off. That is enough for the first down at the 44-yard line, but there is a flag on the play, so hold everything. A flag on this one. Let's have a hold. Illegal man downfield, I guess, for the Indians. And that's going to bring it back. Okay, as they fade towards the fog, is a 1st and 22 now as the Indians pick up that penalty for illegal man downfield. And Harris is going to try this again. Dumps one over this side. This time it is complete again to that Parsons. Or rather, no, not Parsons. It's going to be Matt Kepner. And Kepner is tackled after a gain of a couple. No, actually after a loss of a yard or so. It'll be 2nd down and about 23. 2nd down and 24. The ball now at the 5, 10, 15, 20-yard, about the 20-yard line. Here's Harris. He's got to hand it off over this way, and up comes number 26, and he's going to get a lot of yards out here, tackled in front of the bench.
Number 26.
At the 40-something yard line. DeFazio, I think, is injured. He's not getting up down here as he was really bounced out here on the sideline. And he is down. Time called by the official for official timeout.
Official's timeout.
Got a man hurt over here, but he's off the field, so I guess they won't delay the game very much. But DeFazio really bounced out here in front of the Juniata bench, and he is shaken up on the play. It's a 3rd down and a long 2 for the Indians as the timeout is called here. DeFazio is well off the field, but they're still going to administer to him in case he has to be removed, I guess, because he really did go down hard over here, and they're going to call time and check him out. Okay, the ball's put down in play now. It's 3rd down and 2. And it's going to be Pennebaker. Close for the first down, but I think it depends on the spot here now. They gave him a real good spot. That looks like a first down from here, and they're going to measure it. Timeout for a measurement. Okay, it was a first down by the length of the football, and I'm not sure about that spot that time, but nevertheless, first down and 10. Harris this time will hand it off to Pennebaker again, and he dives ahead, still on his feet, all the way down here for a few more yards.
Pennebaker on the carry for the Indians.
Good run that time by Pennebaker. Got it down to the 49-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Gain of 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 1. 2nd down and a long 1. 43 cuts it upfield for the yard and more as he is finally grabbed onto out there by that number 22, Drew Peterson.
On the carry.
I think making a stop out there for UD.
First down, Indians.
It looked like 26 of the Trojans might have been helping out on that tackle also. And that's that Nathaniel Stroop. And the Trojans have held them to no score here in the 3rd quarter. So that's not bad. That was a whole lot better than the first half. It's 21-0 now at the end of 3. Juniata will have the ball 1st and 10 when we come back. Okay, it's 1st and 10 for the Indians on the Trojan 37.5-yard line to begin the 4th and final period here this evening. Trojan defense really playing pretty well that quarter. Did not allow the Indians anything, and we'll see if we can continue that way and try to just play a good, calm rest of the football game. 12 minutes to play here in the ball game. Harris over the court, over the center, hands it off, and let's see, going up the middle for a couple of yards is Pennebaker. It looks like it's going to be Adam Arts along with Stroop making a stop in there again for UD. And number 66 out there, Randy Sims, walking off a bad wheel, the way it looks. So officials looking at him, but Randy says he's going to be okay. He said, I'm okay. It's only one leg. He said, I have 2. He has a spare. Anyway, it's going to be a gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Indians split it out here now. Now they've got people in motion all over the place out here. And the handoff is going up the middle is Pennebaker, and he drives it across the 30-yard line down to about the 28-yard line.
Pennebaker on the carry.
Stopped in there by Minnick and Arts, along with Sims. So it'll be third down and about one. Pulling about the 28-yard line of UD now. It'll be third down and a yard to go. And they split out all over the place. Harris, and no wait, everything. Number 50 of the Indians pulls up just a little bit too quickly, and that'll cost them 5 and make it third down and 6. Okay, third down and 6. Now let's see if the Trojans can hold them here. Harris has it, hands it off way up the middle. Here goes that DeFabio, and Ernie DeFabio takes it down to the 24-yard line. It is enough for the first down. First and 10. Indians. The ball is just a foot of the length of the football inside the 25-yard line now in this first and 10 play. Harris hands it off, going up the middle there is that number 23.
Number 33, Donnie.
Oh, 33, Donnie Smith, they say had it. Okay, I didn't see that.
About 4 in the play.
Anyway, picked up 4 down to the 21-yard line. Second and 6. Second and 6. And off and coming around this side over here is this number 26, DeFabio. And DeFabio is knocked out of bounds over there by Rao, along with Drew Peterson. Minnick over there also on that coverage. Gain of 2, third and 4 now for Juniata. The ball is at the 17-yard line of UDA. It's third down. It's rather a short 4, actually, like a long 3. Harris this time has the ball, hands it off there to Pennebaker. Pennebaker spins away from a tackle, drives it down close to the 5-yard line.
Number 29.
Stop made in there finally by Minnick, I believe, among others in there for UD.
First and goal.
It's first and goal now for the Indians at about the 7-yard line. Maybe the 6, something like that. First and goal, 8:56 remaining, and I thought they wanted to start the clock. They do. They're signaling start the clock, but okay, now it's moving. Don't stop the clock, whatever you do, gang. All right, first and goal. The Trojans had hung on this period pretty well in there, and there goes that DeFabio now, and let's see, he is driven back here. Let's see, got it down to about the 2 or 3. It'll be second and goal from about the 3, I guess. Looks like about a second and goal from about the 2 or 3. And this time it's going to be that number 43. He dives into the end zone for a touchdown, making it 27-0. Kepner carrying it in from about 3. And the extra point try will be coming up. 8:04 left in the ball game, 27-zip. Trojans got beat last week, 34-0, and approaching equaling that record tonight now, if we can hang on here and prevent that for whatever that's worth. Anyway, the kicker is that Pennebaker, and he's the man of the long leg. Good snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. The kick is very good. Very deep and very good. So that makes it 28-0. They've been perfect on the scoring and on the point after stuff. So we'll be back with the Indian kickoff here in just one moment. Okay, here comes Pennebaker's kick. And it gets into the fog and comes down back here. It's going to be picked up over there by that Drew Peterson. Peterson around the right side. And he's thrown down over there as Drew is wrestled to the ground.
Number 22, Drew Peterson.
And the ball will be put in play at about the 20-yard line, somewhere around there. Looks like about the 19, maybe. First and 10.
Upper Dauphin.
Upper Dauphin. First and 10, Upper Dauphin. Handoff going over the far side. Over there is Eric Troop. The Troop down the right side needs to cut it back inside here. An excellent run by Eric Troop all the way out to the 45-yard line. Best run of the evening, and Troop is injured and pulls a hamstring the way it looks.
Carries the ball out.
Reaches back toward the hamstring, but it looks like he's going to be okay. But, oh, I didn't like the way Eric reached back there. Anyway, 1st and 10, UDA. Best run of the night. Okay, now 1st and 10. Come on, UD. Let's get on the board anyway. Here's a handoff, and on over the far side, there's Ronnie Minnick. And Ronnie, with a good run, picks up about 7 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3 or 4. Nice run by that Ron Minnick. All right. 3rd and 3 for UD. Pass. Looking over this way. Pass is incomplete, intended for Eric Troop. And knocked down out here by Ernie DeFabio.
Falls incomplete.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for UDA. Okay, UDA had called timeout. Timeout's over now. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Trojans looking at a 3rd and about 3. Handoff this time going up the middle with it. Goes Adam Arts, I believe that was. And let's see. Yeah, the big fullback may have gotten enough for the 1st down. It looks like it. Well, Adam calls it a 1st down anyway. Adam looks over the sideline, says 1st down. Okay, it looks like it's too close, though, Adam. They're not going to believe you. They're going to measure it instead. From here, it looks short. No, not short? Okay, we'll see. Looked a little short. I don't know. We'll see here. 1st down by the length of the football. Yep, all right. Good deal. Adam knew what he was talking about. See that? All right, 1st and 10 UD. 2 1st downs in a row here for the Trojans. As the ball is now at the 44-yard line of Juniata. 6:12 and the clock moving. Remaining here in the ball game. Pham looking, dumps one over the middle, incomplete, intended for a Troop, but thrown a little bit too far, too high, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Or was it Peter? Yeah, I guess it was Peterson. All right, 2nd and 10. Timeout, time called, delay of the game called on the Trojans now as they took too long to run this play, and that'll march them back 5. Well, it's 2nd and 15 now. The Trojans pick up a delay of the game penalty for taking too much time to call that last play. And we'll see what happens here on a 2nd and 15. Handoff is to Eric Troop, and Troop spinning around the right side over there is knocked out of bounds in front of the Trojan bench.
Number 21, Eric Troop.
And that was a gain of about 12 or so on the play, or 10 anyway, 11. 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4. Bobby Savage in there at a tackle spot on this offensive line. And Pham will hand it off, and the ball is loose, and it's going to be recovered in there by, according to Adam Arts, it's ours, and according to their team, it's theirs. So they're going to dig it out and see who's got it. It looks like it's going to be Juniata with the football. 1st and 10. Okay, the Juniata Indians now with the football. They've put in a whole new football team practically in there. And this young lad runs it for a couple of yards. Stopped in there by Sean Rao. Got the first shot on him. And then a couple of other guys helping out on the stop. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Gain of about 3 on the play.
Hill checks into the ball game to replace Jimmy Kerwin for UD. 2nd down, 7 for Juniata. And number 20's got it. He dives into the pile and is hit head on in there by number
J.R. Porter on the
66,
carry.
Randy Sims, I believe it was. Or let's see, who was it? I'm not really sure. Could have been Randy.
The play brings up 3rd down and 6.
Gain of a yard with 4:23 left here in the ball game. 3rd and 3 play. Ball is lost. Football on the ground. I think the Trojans have it. Let me see here once. I think UD has got the football because I believe that big guy on the bottom is laying on the football.
Recovered by Upper Dauphin.
Yeah, that time it's going to be recovered in there by Sims.
Take over 1st and 10.
I think it was Randy who picked that one off. And that's going to give the Trojans the ball right back again as the teams exchange fumbles out here. And the ball will be on the 46-yard line of Juniata. UD will again have an opportunity to see if they can do anything with this football on the offense. Okay, 1st and 10 UD from the 46-yard line of Juniata. And Pham elects to keep it this time and probably
10,
wishes he
Pham
wouldn't have because he didn't get anything out of that. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. And now the Juniata puts in the defensive squad. They were waiting to put another defense in. They take out the A defense, put in the B defense now, and whole change of squads in there now for the Juniata Indians. UD looking at a 2nd down and about 10. Got a couple of new running backs in here for Upper Dauphin, I believe. Pick them up here in a second. Yeah, this is going to be Pham racing around the right side, and he dives to the 40-yard line or somewhere in that neighborhood anyway. And it'll be a 3rd down. And
gain of about 5 on the play.
About 4.
3rd down and 4 for the
There's
Trojans.
2 minutes, 52 seconds remaining. Robert ran out of bounds that time and stopped the clock. .252 left. Pham, who does a good job of the junior varsity, and this is Heath Altland. Altland spread out along the line over here, is tackled. After a gain of a yard or so on the play, Heath is stopped at the 40-yard line, where it'll bring up a 4th down and about 3.
Heath Altland on the carry.
UD now with a whole bunch of reserve backs and so forth in there. Altland's in there along with number 20. That's at Shetterly, I believe. We'll check it out here in a second. And timeout called by Robert Pham. With 2:02 remaining in the ball game, Pham calls time. Okay, the UD timeout is over, and this time the Trojans are going to try to go for 6. In motion goes Altland over on the far side of the field. Back goes Pham to pass, looking to set up a screen. Sets one up here, and it's going to be knocked down. The ball rolls loose. And let's see. Shetterly was going to be the receiver that time, but Fred was bashed out there as he got that football. And that did it. Juniata will take over now with 1:58 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Trojans are going to bite the bullet again here at Juniata tonight as they will lose yet their 5th ball game of the season and end up with 2-5 now after tonight. And the prospects not good as we go into a couple more tough ball games here coming up. But we'll see what happens. The 3rd string quarterback in there now for the Indians, and up the middle goes this young fella, and he's going to drive it out into Trojan territory. His gang tackled out there by everyone on my sheet. My goodness. The entire Trojan team brought him down that time, but it's a 1st down on the play as he drove everybody ahead with him for a big gain. Ball at the 47-yard line of UD with 1:45 left and the clock moving. First and 10. Pitches back over here to this big number 20, and he drives ahead until he is stopped in there, and a good tackle by number 33. He made a good stop on him that time, and that will pick up that young lad here in a second. Justin Ziegner, number 33, making the stop that time for UD. Justin also is the kickoff man for the junior varsity. Oh, he made a good stop that time. Gain of 5 on the play, 2nd down and 5. Up the middle goes that 20 again. He's got some running room this time. If he can get it going on the outside, or he's going to be thrown out of bounds. As coming up to meet him that time is that Drew Peterson, making the stop on him. At about the 22-yard line, something like that. It'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Indians with just 52 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the Trojans desperately trying to keep these guys off the board now, because last week they had 34 points scored against them. They want to do a little better this week, but with 52 seconds remaining, I don't know. And let's see, the handoff this time is that number 41 or something out there, 31. He spun down on a tackle by number 88 of the Trojans. Okay, there was a penalty on the last play, so that brought it back a little bit. And here's this 47 with it, and he is stopped as he's tackled hard in there by number 80 Hill. And assisted in there by Altland and Painter. And it will be 2nd down with 15 seconds left. That might have been the last play of the game, as the Indians are just taking a little time getting some men in and out of here. So the final score is going to be the Indians 28 and the Upper Dauphin Trojans nothing. We'll catch you again at next week's ball game. Until that time, the fellas have to regroup, and I'll tell you what, see what we can do. Next week, I think we might be playing Newport, but I'm not sure about that. At any rate, the Trojans drop another one here, and this is been some kind of a strange week for UD, and of course all the events at school and whatever. The injuries just on the field and off the field have plagued the Trojans, and didn't do them much good tonight here against these Juniata Indians. So we congratulate Juniata on a good football game, and the Trojans will again have to regroup. So we'll see you next time at the next football game and see if we can't do just a little bit better. Good night from Juniata. Final score again, 28-zip, the Indians over our beloved Upper Dauphin Trojans. See you later, gang. Keep it up. Keep the chin up there, boys.